Hello students, as I told you, today we are going to begin with the kinds of determiners. We have done the kinds of adjectives, the determiners. I'll show you the worksheet that I had given you the last time. This is the worksheet that I had given you. Okay, and in the beginning, again, I had discussed in brief some the kinds of determiners, the various kinds of determiners, although I had not asked you, I had only asked you to fill in the blanks using some of these determiners. Today I'm going to first explain the various kinds of determiners, the classification, and then uh, again as revision I'll be giving you a worksheet to do. See what determiners are. Determiners are words that you put before the nouns, and determiners tell you something, give some important information about nouns. Like you'd say that adjectives also give us information about nouns, okay? But there can be a sentence without an adjective and without an adjective, but there cannot be a complete and correct sentence without a determiner. For example, she is a clever girl. In the sentence, if I remove the adjective clever, the sentence would be she is a girl, which is also a correct sentence, a complete sentence. But if I remove a, she is clever girl, then the sentence would be incomplete. It would be grammatically incorrect. Okay, so this is the importance of a determiner in a sentence. So this we already know. They are determiners are words which you put before the nouns, and to clarify the meaning further. Now they come before, the determiners come before a noun phrase as well. Now what are noun phrases? Noun phrases are a group of words that does the work of a noun in a sentence. Okay, like my pen is on the table. So what is on the table? So instead of one word, there is a group of words, my pen. This ceremony will take place in the evening. Which ceremony? This ceremony. A Coca-Cola can costs rupees 50. What costs rupees 50? A Coca-Cola can. Any question, that jar, a lot of food, a disappointed parent. Now, in these noun phrases, you notice in the beginning, the first word of this noun phrase, my, this, any, that, all of these words, these are determiners. Okay, see, this is a random, jumbled group of, determiners. But if you just look at them like that, it's I mean, without classifying them, it's going to be very confusing and difficult to remember, and also difficult to identify as well. Okay, so we have divided the determiners in various classes. This is the other different classes. Now different grammarians, they have divided determiners into different some have divided the determiners into 6 groups, some have done divided it in 8 groups. Okay, so but whichever group, whichever grammar book you follow and whatever the classification is, it's more or less the same. Okay, there may be like a slight difference, but that will never obstruct your understanding of determiners. So whatever book or presentation you follow or whatever kind of classification, it's always going to be, very helpful. And once you have understood what determiners are, even if you study a different kind of, not six, seven determiners, seven classifications, it's not going to pose any problem. So you do not have to be confused that, oh, this book is saying there are six classes and this book says there are eight. That's not a problem at all. Now we come to the first kind of determiners. The first is are the articles, the definite and the indefinite article. The articles a and which are used before, which are indefinite articles, which tell us that whatever noun you are referring to is not specific and not non-specific, or it's general. And the definite article points out towards a specific object or a thing or a noun. The and examples: the visitors are coming. A box of chocolate was eaten by Lance. So the and here are articles. The articles which are determinants. Now demonstratives. Demonstratives simply point out towards things like this, and these will point out towards the things which are physically closer to you or chronologically closer. Okay, and that and those will point out to things and time frame which is in a distance, or things which are physically far relatively. The examples are: this pair of shoes is mine. I think that girl is their leader. So this pair here, this is a demonstrative determiner. That also is a demonstrative determiner. Quantifiers. So quantifiers are just words, that tell us about the quantity or the amount. Okay, few books, much labor, most students, some children, any fruit, more money, little work, many hassles, a lot of problems, other options, and so on. Okay, so these are just words which you put before the nouns to give an idea about the quantity. Okay, the examples are: some students are not in their proper uniform, most student teachers are staying at the library. So the word most and the word some here, they are determiners. They are determining how many, they're giving you an idea as to how many students or how many student teachers. Okay, so possessives, the next determiners, class of determiners is that of possessives. Possessives are the words that tell us that something or someone, they belong to someone. Okay, like my dog, your horse, his books, her bag, its leash, our homework, their houses. Okay, so these are possessive. They tell us that the following noun, it belongs to so and so person. The examples are: my brother John will be celebrating his birthday tomorrow. I will show you our new pet. So here my in this sentence and his, these are the possessive determiners, and in the second sentence our is the is another possessive determiner. Okay, so next we come to the cardinal numbers. Cardinal numbers and ordinal numbers, they have to do with, numbers and counting. Now there's a slight difference between cardinal and ordinal numbers. The cardinal means the original. Okay, the original numbers like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1000 100 1 lakh. These are cardinal numbers. The numbers which you use to count with, okay, these are the cardinal numbers. And the ordinal numbers are the numbers that give you the sequence of something. Okay, the first boy, the last girl, the fourth ranker, and so on. So ordinal numbers are the numbers that give you the order. Cardinal numbers are counting numbers. Okay, so these numbers, whenever they occur in a sentence, they are determiners. Okay, I have ordered 5 books from Amazon. So 5 books. 5 is the cardinal number. It is a determiner. Okay. So these are the cardinal numbers used in simple counting and they show quantity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 30, 40, etc. 2 dogs are barking outside. 30 Louisian leaders attended the seminar. Now we come to the ordinal numbers. First, last. So they show the position. The first, last, third, fourth, fifth, hundredth, next. All these words, they show the position. Now you come to the example. Luffy defeated the first commander in Blackbeard pirates. So the word first here is the ordinal number and therefore it is the determiner. Now we come to the distributives. The distributives are actually words that refer to a member of a group that you have in mind. For example, the group that you have in mind is Jack and Jill. So you say both Jack and Jill came down the hill. Okay. So both here is the distributive determiner. Okay. Each member of the team will be given a medal. So the word each. Every school is conducting online classes. The word every. Okay. All the teachers are very hardworking. The word all. Okay. So these are distributive. See, whenever you say such sentences, there will be something that will be a whole that you're talking about, like the teachers, that is the group. The team, that is the group. Okay. School is a group. Jack and Jill is a group. And the word both, every, each, all of these words, they are the distributive determiners. Examples, every human being is unique. So this human being is a group and every is every single part of that group. Then again, class 7 students. This is a group that you're talking about, class 7 students. All, that means everything that is there in that group. Now, last we come to the relative pronouns or the question words. These are also categorized as determiners. Now, whose, which, what, whatever. So they may begin a sentence, a question, or they may be used here as, as a relative pronoun. Kit is the guy whose mother is the famous singer. He does not know what he is saying. So the word whose and what here, they are the kind of determiner. All right. So this was a brief presentation. I have one worksheet for you all here. So this is the worksheet. Now what I want you to do here is, you just do not have to fill in the blank with a determiner, but you also have to tell me which kind it is, which class of determiner this is. So you quickly jot down the word and you also write down in short, okay, what kind it is. Let's do the first one together as an example. This house is not mine or that house is not mine. Okay, this is the correct determiner. But I also want you to tell me what kind it is. So this is a demonstrative determiner. So this is what I want you to tell me. Okay, so I'll just give you a moment to do this on your own first and then we'll check the answers. See, in the 10th one, you have to pay attention to the verb here. It's a plural verb. That means the subject here would be plural. The determiner would be plural. Okay. So these are the answers here. The first one, that house is not mine. That is a demonstrative. I have dash more files to complete. Some more files to complete. That's a quantifier. She doesn't like him much. Much is also a quantifier. Nidhi answered all the questions wrong. Distributive. Dash girls had to carry their own luggage. All the girls. All the girls. Also, again, distributive. I shall not buy dash oranges. I shall not buy these oranges. These demonstrative. Seventh one, I have bought a cycle. A is indefinite article. I drive 10 kilometers every day. Every is distributive. We are expecting dash guests tonight. Several. Quantifier. Dash of my answers were correct. So it has to be a plural over here. So several or all. Okay. Had we written none, then we would have to use was here. None of my answers was right. None is singular. But since it is were here, so we had to write either several or we have to write all. And see, logically, so I passed. That means none was anyway a wrong answer. Hello, this is Nipun. Can I speak to Aman? So this is demonstrative. He spends dash time on video games, more time on video games. Quantifier. What is your sister doing these days? Demonstrative. I can speak little Hindi. Little is a quantifier. He has built a unique house. A is an indefinite article. Okay. So with this, we come to the end of this session. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I hope if there were any problems in the previous worksheet, that also you must have solved with the help of the presentation today. And I'll see you soon in the other class. You'll come to know about the schedule. Thank you, students.